Okay, here we go.
Hi, my name is Gracie and wanted to take a moment to invite you to join me on a journey back in time to the 90s and explore why those films are far better than those of the 2000s. As a member of Generation Z, I may not have lived through the 90s, but I assure you the impact of those movies on modern culture is still alive and prevalent. So get ready because we're about to dive into the greatest films of the 90s and the reasons why they are far superior. First off, the originality of the films was totally off the charts in the 90s. It was a time when filmmakers pushed boundaries and gave us stories that were absolutely mind-boggling. Take The Matrix, for example. It revolutionized the sci-fi genre and its mind-bending concepts and action sequences. And don't forget Pulp Fiction and its non-linear storytelling. These films broke the mold and set new standards for creativity. Now let's talk about soundtracks, because music is the heartbeat of a good movie. In the 90s, we had great music that defined the era. Think about I Will Always Love You from The Bodyguard, or the infectious pop beats of NSYNC in On the Line. These songs became anthems and still gave us all the nostalgic feeling, while the 2000s had some catchy tunes too. They just didn't have the same timeless quality of the 90s music, so it's iconic. Speaking on nostalgia, the 90s were the golden age of coming-of-age films. Movies like Clueless and 10 Things I Hate About You captured the essence of teenage life in the way that still resonates with us. They tackle relatable issues, showcase diverse characters, and made us believe in the power of friendship and self-discovery. These movies take me back to a time I didn't even experience, but I still feel connected. And let's not forget the characters who had become our heroes and role models, from the fierce, independent Mulan to the witty, resourceful Matilda. The 90s gave us a diverse range of memorable protagonists. They showed us that we could still be strong, resilient, and unapologetically ourselves. Sure, the 2000s had some great characters too. The 90s had an authenticity that still captured our hearts. In closing, the 90s movies hold a special place in pop culture. Their originality, great soundtrack, nostalgic vibes, and unforgettable characters continue to captivate us, even in the digital age. So let's embrace the 90s magic, stream those classic films, and keep the spirit of the 90s alive. Because no matter what decade we're in, the greatness of the 90s will always still be timeless.